Santa María, Dios del cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. Santa María, Dios del cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. Santa María, Dios del cielo.
Louis Progreso, gracias a la misericordia. This is Sasita Brujo Luis, and I'm doing a video today on Alcoholado. I want to show you how I make my own Alcoholado. Now, a lot of people are wondering, what's Alcoholado? Maybe a lot of people don't know. Well, a lot of people use Florida water. I noticed that Florida water is used. Everyone loves Florida water. We've been using Florida water for 100-something years spiritually, and now flower water is blooming. But Alcoholado is one of the most important spiritual colognes, and not just spiritual colognes. We use it for healing and for spirituality. In Puerto Rico, it's one of the most important colognes. And here's one that it's a store-bought Alcoholado from Puerto Rico, and you can see I added my own herbs to it, you know, just to make it a little bit more potent. I think I added rue. I don't know what I added, but this is an Alcoholado that's from Puerto Rico. It's in English. It's called Bay Rum. Okay, Bay Rum, and you know, it's got this earthy scent to it. What I'm going to show you how to. It's a splash, and it's good for men. Women use it to, you know, just to refreshen up. It's got that. It's going to make you smell like a pirate, like Roberto. The Puerto Rican pirate Roberto Cofresí, or Captain Morgan, I don't know, or whatever pirate, Redbeard or whatever. But it's got this really beautiful scent to it. It's a really one of the most well-known and most respected scents in Puerto Rico, and I think in Jamaica as well. So I'm going to show you a Puerto Rican recipe for how to make your own Alcoholado. Puerto Rican Bay Rum recipe. So I'm going to show you the dry good things that you're going to need. You're going to need some container, a big container, and I'm going to make a little bit of this. But you're going to need some form of either a container or a mason jar. Okay. You're going to need as well. You're going to need a grater. Okay. For this you're going to need a plate of some sort, and you're going to need a measuring cup. See, this is a measuring, I don't know if you can see the numbers, but this is a measuring cup. Okay, you need a measuring cup, you need a mortar and pestle. And in Puerto Rico, you're going to also need, let's see if I can get it, because I got a lot of things here. You're going to need a colador. This is a Puerto Rican coffee coloda. I can't even say it. Coffee strainer. Colodador. My goodness, I'm forgetting my Spanish. Anyways, a coffee strainer. Okay, this you can use this, or you can use anything that you can strain with. I'm gonna say this: colador. You need a colador. All right. I'm forgetting my Spanish. Remember, you're also gonna need a mortar and pestle. You're gonna need, to save your Alcoholado, you're going to need a bottle, some sort. Get an attractive bottle. You know, this was a rum Barcelo, it's Dominican rum, but, you know, get a nice little bottle. And I'm going to show you the wet, or not the wet ingredients, but the ingredients that you're going to need to make your Alcoholado. The first thing you're going to have, or you're going to use, and you can use any kind of rum that you like. It doesn't have to be Captain Morgan. I'm just going to use Captain Morgan because I have Captain Morgan here. So I'm going to use white rum. You can use spice rum if you like. I'm just going to use Captain Morgan because it just happens to be here in this house. You're going to use star anise, anise estrellado. Okay, you definitely need that. You're going to need jengibre. This is organic, but this is ginger. You're not going to use all this ginger. You're just going to use a little bit of the ginger. You could definitely need some ginger for this. You're going to need, for your Alcoholado, you're going to need some allspice, malagueta, okay? All right, so make sure you have some malagueta. You're going to need some nuez moscada, or nuez moscado, nutmeg, okay? For your recipe, you need that. You're going to need some cloves, clavos, okay, for this recipe, or for this spiritual cologne. You're going to need some canela, cinnamon, okay? You're going to need some vanilla extract, vanilla. Okay. And I'm hoping I'm not forgetting anything. You're going to need some Agua Maravilla. Okay, Agua Maravilla in English is called witch hazel, I think it's called. So it's Agua Maravilla. You could also add, if you want, some Agua de Rosa or rose water. Making sure I didn't forget anything. But here's some rose water. I'm just going to add a little bit of that. You're also going to add lime zest, fresh organic lime zest, and fresh organic orange zest. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to make that, you know, in just a second. Most important two ingredients that you're going to need for your alcoholado. These are the most important ingredients. Is you're going to need some hoja de laurel de Malagueta, or I think in English is called West Indian bay leaves. Do not confuse this with the laurel leaves or the bay leaves that you cook with. No, this is a different plant, and every time I smell it, reminds me of my grandmother. It reminds me of my mom. When, you know, when my mom comes from Puerto Rico, or the clothes and the suitcase, it always has the smell of this plant, and it smells like aguacate and all that. But sorry, Mom. Anyway, so please, you can use the fresh plant, or you can get essential oils. In Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rican women of the olden days, they didn't use essential oils. They used the herbs in the back of their house. So you're gonna use this, okay? And I'm also going to add to my alcoholado. Let's see if I can get this baby over here. I'm gonna use some eucalyptus leaves. Eucalyptus. Smells good. So you're gonna use some eucalyptus. All right. I'm gonna show you first step that we're gonna do is we're gonna grade, and we're gonna make the orange and lime zest, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. Okay, so to a plate, you're gonna put a plate, and I'm gonna first start grading. I think the jengibre. So I just need 2 little small pieces, and you're gonna get your colador. You're just gonna start grading into the plate. Okay, you're gonna grade that, and then you're gonna grade your orange zest. Okay, I'm gonna show you what that looks like. So you're gonna grade first this, and then you're gonna grade your orange, just the peel, and you're gonna grade your lime, just the peel. I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so I made a huge mess. I'm not even going to show you the mess. But when you grind your oranges, you see this is the orange that I grounded. You're going to make sure you use the big holes. I was using this little. Don't even try that. Use the bigger holes. My bad, I'm sorry. And you just want to make sure you get, this is the lime. You want to make sure you get the peels. This is the 3 of them all together. Okay, so here you got your orange zest, your lime, and now your grated jengibre. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to make your alcoholado. Okay, your Puerto Rican alcoholado. Don't say that. Don't throw this orange away. Eat it. Make sure you eat it. Have it for breakfast or something. Into your mortar and pestle, you're going to add 2 nutmegs, and you're going to start crushing them up. Okay, then you're going to add a handful of cloves. Okay, Puerto Ricans, we are the worst measuring peoples. We just do things, we just throw to taste. So you're going to add your, what is that called? Your, what did I just put, clavos? Okay, so into your mortar and pestle that you just mashed the around 2 or 3 nutmegs, you're going to add the cloves. You're going to add a handful of your allspice. Crush it up a little bit. You know, Puerto Ricans, we're the worst measurers. We just throw to taste. Okay, just gonna crush it up just a little bit. Okay, not that much, just a little bit. Make sure that they're all opened. That one needs to be opened a little bit more. Okay, it smells. You can smell the earthy smell to it. You know, and you know each person does their malagueta differently. You know, the way they like it. so you can add more or less of what you want. Remember, this is a cologne. Make sure that everything's opened up. Okay, then I'm going to add this to my liquid. Okay, into your mortar and pestle, you're going to add around 12 to 15 star anise. Again, that depends on how much you like. Just going to crush it up just a little bit, not a lot. And this is going to go into the mixture. Okay. Okay, just want to crush it up just a little bit. And this is going to go into, well, you can crush it up with your hands. Okay, you're not going to powder it or anything. You're just going to give it a quick crush down. Okay, so here you see that I put all the freshly made orange zest, the lime zest, and the ginger. So I'm into this jar, I'm going to add 3 cups of the rum. Hold on, 3 cups. Remembering that I'm making a whole bunch of bay rum. You can see it's all in there. Okay, so 3 cups of the rum. You can use any kind of rum you want. All right, so 3 cups would be, what is it, 16 something, 24 ounces. Sorry people, so around 24 ounces of rum. Okay, to the rum mixture you're gonna add 1 cup of your agua maravilla, your, what do you call agua maravilla in English? I forgot. Witch hazel. So you're going to add a cup of witch hazel into this big container. Okay, see what it looks like? I'm going to add half a cup of rose water. Okay, I'm going to add the crushed up, and I really didn't think this video through when I was going to make it. So you see, I'm putting that in there. Okay. Give it a nice stir. I wasn't thinking when I was going to make this video, but I'm going to keep going. To that, you're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Vanilla extract. See what it looks like? It's starting to smell good. Okay. To that, you're going to add your vanilla extract. And you're going to add a couple of crushed cinnamon sticks. Add like around, let's say, you would take 2 or 3 cinnamons and you would break them in half. I'm going to add 3 or 4. And what you're going to do is you're going to break them in half and throw them in there, into your liquid. Mixture, I'm going to add my fresh leaves. And I'm going to add around 12 West Indian bay leaves, which I think they're called in English Pimenta Racemosa. Okay, or laurel de Malagueta. So I'm going to add around 12 leaves of that, and I'm going to add some eucalyptus leaves in here. You can add the eucalyptus, so you don't. That's the most important ingredient that you want to make sure that you add into your alcoholado, and you want to make sure that you have around. I'm going to add 8. I'm probably going to add like maybe, I don't know. I'm going to add like 8 more leaves of the laurel and some more of the eucalyptus. Okay, now that all your ingredients are in there, you can see it's got the anise and all the herbs, the star anise and everything. You're going to put the lid on it. Kind of looks like Puerto Rican pitorro. If you're Puerto Rican, you know what pitorro is, or Mama Juana. It's a drink that we drink at the holidays. Puerto Ricans drink in the holidays, but and you're going to keep this in a dark, cool place, not in the refrigerator, in a dark, cool place, dark. Make sure there's no sunlight. And every day, you're going to give it a nice shake. Now, the thing about this is it's going to take around 4 to 6 weeks. The longer you keep these ingredients in, the more it will become proof, the more potent it will be, and the better the aroma. Hopefully this will be done by Christmas, but I'm going to keep it in a dark, cool place for 6 to 8 weeks. So I'm going to be back to look at this in 6 weeks, making sure that every day I give it a good shake. Okay? And I'm going to be back to show you what it looks like in my goodness, in a month and a half. Okay, so you can see what my Alcoholado looks like. Okay, so off the record, best way to get all this scraped ginger and orange and lime peel from your scraper is to put it in a pot of hot water, add a cinnamon stick, add some star anise, some cloves. Don't waste anything, okay? Use everything. And let me tell you something, this is gonna make the house smell amazing. Ladies, you got a husband coming home from work that night, this aroma, I'm gonna tell you what, it's like an aphrodisiac. The house smells like cinnamon and spice. It's amazing. So let that simmer down. Don't waste anything. Let that ginger go into the hot water. That orange and lime peel, let it simmer out. The house is gonna smell amazing. Just a little added trick to this. Okay, so here it is after 4 weeks, and this is what it kind of looks like after 4 weeks. I started doing my Alcoholado, like a week, maybe a week or two before Halloween. So here's what it looks like. I'm gonna open it up. I have this plastic just to protect it because I shook it a lot. I have my measuring cup. I have my colador, brand new one. Okay, we usually use this to strain coffee in Puerto Rico. And of course I have my botella. You don't have to use this kind of botella. You can buy a pretty bottle. I like to recycle things. I'm a recycler. You know, why buy something when you can recycle old bottles and stuff like that, you know? Be friendly to the earth. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strain all this stuff, all these ingredients into el colador. I'm gonna probably strain it around 2 or 3 times, but I'm gonna open it up so you can see what it looks like inside. And then I'm gonna start straining it. Okay, so here's what it looks like after the 4 weeks. I started making this. It doesn't look really good. That's why we're gonna colarlo into the colador. It doesn't look that good, but it smells amazing. And I try to keep it as true to the recipe as my abuelita, the way she made it. And oh my God, it smells good. Some people add alcanfor, make it a little bit more healing. I didn't add no alcanfor. Some people add yerba buena, other ruda. No, I just wanted to keep it to the way my abuelita made it. And so this is what it looks like after the 4 weeks. It smells really good, very pungent, very earthy. I love it. It smells very good. I could splash this on right now. This is not Dulce Gabbana, people, okay? This is a spiritual cologne from like what, the 1700s, you know? This is something that the pirates used, and the people from the olden days, los jibaritos who worked the mountains, this is what they use. This is not Dulce Gabbana. Don't think this is like Calvin Klein. No, this is a spiritual cologne. Okay, it smells really amazing, and so I'm gonna start colarlo. And I followed the recipe that abuelita made, how my grandmother made it up, you know, in Puerto Rico. And so I'm gonna start colándolo and then adding it to the bottle and show you what it looks like. Okay, so after lo collier, see all the ingredients here. Okay, after lo collier, I got 2 bottles. Actually, I got 1 full bottle. Looks good. And 1 almost full bottle. It smells really good. I'm trying to open it with one hand as I'm recording, but I'm not going to be able to closing it more. But anyways, and it smells good. I mean, the aroma is not for everybody. It is what it is. It's Bay Rum. It's Alcoholado. It smells good. It smells earthy, as the color shows it does. It smells pungent. It's really good. It took me 4 weeks to I don't know what the distill the oils and the aroma, I guess I want to call it. I'm going to open it so you can smell it. I'm kidding, but right, I'm going to smell it. All right. As I'm opening and smelling, you can look at that. It smells good, and you can splash it on in the morning after an aftershave. Anybody sick in the house, anybody got an achaque, if mommy woke up con el moño virao, you know, this is good to heal el moño virao. If mommy woke up with el moño virao, you'd say, Mom, échate alcoholado because tienes el moño virao. If you got achaque, if you are suffering el ataque, if you're ataque de cuerno. Okay, I'm joking, people. But this is good. This is good for spiritual colognes, for haciendo pases, as an aftershave. When you have a little cold, you can rub it down your body. You know, rub it down, open up the pores. You know, get your temperature a little bit down. I hope you like this recipe, and I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a comment down below. Please subscribe. Please follow. This is Alcoholado, Puerto Rican style. My grandmother, abuelita's recipe. Hope you liked it. Try it, okay? Let me know what you think, all right? Sancita Brujo Luis, much love. Happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, if you're watching this around that time, and mucho fuerte abrazos. Anyways, much love. Oh, and I dedicate this to Simply Gabby and her family. You know, Simply Gabby, beautiful video. Everyone should go check out that video channel. Lately she's doing it with her son. It's a very inspirational channel. It's very funny. It's very comical. I love her channel. So I dedicate this video for her. She likes the earth aromas, and I think she'll like this. Anyway, Sancita Brujo Luis signing out. Much love. Happy Thanksgiving. Santo Sanse.